Welcome to an explanation of the BC graduation program. This program was started in 2004 and it starts in grade 10 and it works on a credit system. With the graduation program, there's a link here. You can always find the information on the Ministry of Education, bced.gov BC. You can find any information on their website about anything from the graduation program, and I will go through the requirements in this slideshow. A course that's 4 credits is typically about 100 to 120 hours of class time. And there are requirements that the Ministry of Education has in terms of courses that have to be taken in the grade 10 to 12 time frame. And so 48 credits are required. Language arts 10, 11, 12 worth 4 credits for each, and so those courses are typically English. So English 10 is what we offer at the school, or it's the only course that students can take in grade 10. Grade 11 and 12 for language arts have other options that include communications or English. Social studies 10 and social studies 11 are required. Instead of a social studies 11, a BC First Nations 12 course can be taken. And then science 10 is required. Some other requirements include a science 11 or 12, so that could be a biology, a physics, or chemistry. We at Nanaimo Christian School offer a science and technology course for those who don't want to take the more academic sciences, so they still get their science requirement, but maybe at a different level in terms of the other courses. Math 10 is required. Math 10, I'll explain that in a minute, but there are 2 pathways, and then Math 11 is required. Math 12 is not, but you could take a Math 12, I guess, conceivably, but it's hard to do that without a Math 11. Phys Ed is required, and also 4 credits in a fine arts or an applied skills. So those could be shop classes, or it could be band or theater, or it could be art. So those are fine arts courses. Another course in grade 10 that is required is Planning 10. Planning 10 has financial, a health, and a career aspect to it. And so we also incorporate some biblical perspective and some Bible into that course. Planning 10 is also has as part of it 150 minutes per week of physical activity, and that's part of the graduation transitions. And so it starts in grade 10, and students are supposed to record that in grade 10, 11, and 12. Of course, in grade 10, Phys Ed is required, so they should get their 150 minutes at least in one semester. We have it at our school all year long. 11 and 12, though, they don't have to take Phys Ed, but they are required to record a record of physical activity per week. Graduation transition is required, and in the grade 12 year, it needs to be done. We incorporate graduation transition into our life transitions course, and it is worth 4 credits. Local required courses that are required here at Nanaimo Christian School includes Bible 11 and 12. And I just mentioned life transitions, where graduation transitions is blended into that. Life transitions is a course that we require for our grade 12s that might include some apologetics and some other topics in terms of transitioning from our school to maybe a post-secondary or workplace or other kind of place. We think it's a good course for our students to take and help them prepare for life after Nanaimo Christian School. Local required courses can also be part of a selected 28 credits that need to be taken for Ministry of Education requirements. 4 years of a second language is required by some universities, so that's something just to keep in mind. 16 credits also as part of the 28 credits is needed to be taken at the grade 12 level to graduate, and that also includes English 12 or Communications 12. They may be local courses that we offer here, or they may be Ministry of Education courses. The Also, the government has a number of exams that are required. So there are 3 in grade 10 that are worth 20% each. So students have to write a provincial exam in Science 10, in Math 10, and in Socials 11. They also have to write a provincial exam in English, or Communications 12, and that's worth 40% of their final mark. And at any time, the student can rewrite an exam once without taking the course again. The board authorized courses, are we call them BA courses, are courses that are developed by our local school. So they are made up by us, and so they can count towards any credits for the students. And so some of the courses that we will offer that are made up here are photography, outdoor recreation. Our life transitions is a BA course, but it really fits in with the graduation transition 12, so you get the 4 credits there. We might offer some other BA courses like psychology in a given year. So these are just some of examples of that. Math course is required in grade 10. There's a few pathways you can go with that starting in grade 10. And so students have a choice. Math 10 can include foundations in pre-calculus or an apprenticeship and workplace 10 math. The foundations in pre-calculus course is tracking towards more university or post-secondary education that's more academic. The apprenticeship and workplace math will get a person into most trades. Electrician might require a foundations course, so that's something, if you're thinking that way, you should look at. Both have 20% exams. Grade 11, it splits off again. The apprenticeship and workplace math 10 leads into apprenticeship and workplace math 11, but the foundations and pre-calculus 10 course can lead to either foundations 11 or pre-calculus 11. Pre-calculus would be more the theoretical math, and that kind of math would be required for things like engineering or in the sciences, and maybe some other courses, some nursing programs. The foundations math would be if you're going tracking towards university, more in humanities kind of courses. Again, check into what universities require for programs that any student is interested in. There are some other ways of earning credits. So distributed learning, our online, our courses. There's many options in the province for students to take courses. This is not the best idea for some students, so you need to be self-motivated for the most part. And so that's something to consider, and maybe ask for advice from the school whether that's a good option or not. For those students who want to take a course that's not offered here, it can be a good option as long as they're self-motivated and highly interested. As a whole in the province, approximately 50% of the students who start online courses do not finish them. Nanaimo Christian School does lease some online courses, and we provide a teacher, and it becomes our own course, and so it's directly supervised. So that is often a good way to go. So it's not with another school, but it's with our school here. There are other ways of earning credits. So equivalency. So if you've been transferring from another province, that's something you can get equivalent credits. There are external credits that can be obtained. For instance, something like lifeguard training. Piano, Royal Conservatory at certain levels. The driver's training, the full course can be worth 2 credits. If you have been on a provincial team or a national team in sports, you can get credits for that. So that would be something to talk with the guidance counselor. Independent directed studies, or IDS, is something that a student can go into and basically design their own course in an area that they might be highly interested. We've had few students who have chosen this, but it can be a good option. The last one on our list here is dual credit, and that is where you can get credit at a high school level and also at a university level. So there are a number of students who have taken university courses at VIU and have gotten credit there and also credit at the high school level. It's a good option for those, again, who want to do that, who want to explore university and maybe take a night class. Thank you for listening.